Hello my friends, Dr. Mandell here. I want to share something very powerful with you today, something that can help repair your vision and boost your memory naturally while you sleep. And the best part, it's simple, natural, and safe. As we get older, especially after 50, 60, or 70, our eyes and brain begin to show signs of aging. Maybe you've noticed blurry vision, dry eyes, or trouble remembering names and details. This is not just aging. It's often because your body is missing certain nutrients that keep your eyes sharp and your memory strong. Today I want to talk about 3 amazing dry fruits that can do wonders for your eyes, brain, and memory, especially when eaten before bed. These foods release powerful nutrients slowly into your system while you sleep, helping your body heal, repair, and restore itself overnight. Let's take a deeper look into one of the most powerful dry fruits for the brain and memory, almonds. For thousands of years, almonds have been known as the fruit of wisdom, and there's a good reason for that. Nature gave us this beautiful nut wrapped inside a hard shell filled with nutrients that directly feed and protect our brain cells. When we talk about brain health, especially as we get older, the word protection is so important. Our brain is made up of billions of neurons, delicate little cells that communicate with one another every second of the day. These cells are very sensitive, and over time they can get damaged by something we call oxidative stress, basically wear and tear from free radicals. That's where almonds come in. Almonds are loaded with vitamin E, one of the most powerful antioxidants we have in nature. Vitamin E works like a shield. It coats your brain cells, protecting them from damage, slowing down the aging process, and keeping those connections between neurons strong and healthy. Think about it like this. Every time you eat a handful of almonds, you're giving your brain armor, you're protecting your memory, your focus, and your concentration from breaking down as you age. And this is especially important for seniors. Many times older adults start to notice they can't recall names as quickly. They lose track of where they place things, or they walk into a room and forget why they're there. That can be scary. But research shows that having enough vitamin E in your diet from foods like almonds can actually lower the risk of age-related memory decline and even reduce the risk of Alzheimer's disease. Now, almonds don't just stop at vitamin E. They're also rich in healthy fats, the kind of fats your brain thrives on. Remember, your brain is about 60% fat. That's why feeding it healthy omega fats is critical. The fats in almonds help keep your brain cells flexible, allowing them to communicate better. It's like oiling the gears of a machine. Everything runs smoother. This improves your ability to think clearly, process information faster, and retain memories. But here's something most people don't realize. Almonds are also rich in magnesium, a mineral that plays a huge role in your nervous system. Magnesium helps regulate neurotransmitters, the chemicals your brain uses to send signals. When magnesium is low, you may feel anxious, restless, or have trouble sleeping. But when magnesium levels are balanced, you feel calm, relaxed, and your brain is ready to learn and store information. This is why eating almonds before bed can be so powerful. That magnesium relaxes your nervous system, calms your mind, and helps you drift into deep restorative sleep. And remember, while you're sleeping, your brain is working. That's when it clears out toxins, repairs itself, and stores memories from the day. So by eating almonds before bed, you're giving your brain the nutrients it needs right when it's doing its most important work. So I want you to imagine this for a moment. You sit down in the evening, maybe after dinner, and instead of reaching for sugary snacks or processed foods, you grab a few almonds. Just 4 to 6 almonds are enough. You chew them slowly, enjoy their nutty flavor, and you know you're not just snacking, you're healing. As you sleep that night, the vitamin E is protecting your neurons. The healthy fats are strengthening your brain structure, and the magnesium is allowing your mind to reach deeper stages of sleep. You wake up the next morning feeling more refreshed, more focused, and sharper. That's the power of a simple almond. Now, some people say, Dr. Mandell, can't I just take a vitamin E supplement instead? And my answer is always the same. Your body is designed to get nutrients from real foods, not from pills. When you eat almonds, you're not just getting vitamin E. You're getting a whole package: fiber, protein, minerals, and phytonutrients, all working together in harmony. That synergy is what makes food medicine. A pill can never replace that. Another beautiful thing about almonds is how they also support your heart and circulation. And we know that what's good for the heart is good for the brain. Almonds help lower bad cholesterol, improve blood flow, and stabilize blood sugar levels. This means your brain is getting a steady supply of oxygen and nutrients all night long. Remember, the brain is the hungriest organ in your body. It may only be 2% of your body weight, but it uses about 20% of your energy. So keeping your blood flow and circulation healthy is absolutely essential for memory and focus. For seniors especially, almonds can make a huge difference in daily life. Many older adults suffer from insomnia, restless sleep, or waking up too often at night. The magnesium in almonds can calm the nervous system and improve sleep quality. When you sleep better, your brain works better. And when your brain works better, your memory, your focus, and even your mood improve dramatically. Now, one important thing, don't go overboard. Almonds are nutrient dense, which means they're packed with energy. Eating too many, especially late at night, can be heavy on the stomach. The key is moderation. 4 to 6 almonds are more than enough to get these amazing benefits. And if you soak them overnight and peel the skin off before eating, you'll also improve their digestibility and unlock even more nutrients. This has been a traditional practice in many cultures for thousands of years. So my friends, never underestimate the power of a small almond. It may look simple, but it carries within it the building blocks of brain health, memory, and restful sleep. If you're serious about keeping your mind sharp and protecting your memory as you age, start making almonds part of your nightly routine. Just a few almonds before bed can help you repair your brain, recharge your memory, and wake up with more clarity and focus. Remember, your body is always ready to heal itself when you give it the right tools. Almonds are one of those tools. Nature put them here for a reason, and it's up to us to take advantage of that gift. Let's talk about one of the most fascinating and powerful foods for the brain, walnuts. Every time I hold a walnut in my hand, I can't help but notice how much it resembles the human brain. It has 2 hemispheres, folds, and wrinkles, almost as if nature was giving us a clue. And indeed, walnuts are among the most healing and nourishing foods for the brain and memory, particularly for seniors. As we get older, one of the greatest concerns we face is memory loss. We forget where we placed our keys, we forget names, and sometimes we even lose track of conversations. This doesn't just happen suddenly. It's a slow process that begins with inflammation and oxidative stress inside the brain. Inflammation is like a fire burning in the brain, damaging connections between neurons. Oxidative stress is like rust on those connections, weakening them over time. Walnuts, my friends, are nature's way of putting out that fire and cleaning away that rust. Walnuts are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, the healthy fats that act as the building blocks for your brain cells. Remember, your brain is made mostly of fat, about 60%. When you give it the right kind of fat, like the alpha-linolenic acid found in walnuts, you strengthen the very structure of your brain. This means your neurons can communicate better, your memory becomes sharper, and your ability to learn and focus improves. That's why research shows that people who regularly eat walnuts perform better on memory and cognitive tests. But there's more. Omega-3 fatty acids also improve blood flow to the brain, and blood flow is everything. Your brain cannot store oxygen. It depends on a constant supply through healthy circulation. Every thought you have, every memory you recall requires oxygen and nutrients. Walnuts improve the flexibility of your blood vessels, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to nourish your brain cells. This is why so many people who add walnuts to their diet feel more alert, more focused, and more mentally sharp. Now let's talk about antioxidants. Walnuts contain some of the highest levels of antioxidants of any nut. These include polyphenols, which help fight oxidative stress and protect your delicate neurons from damage. Think of antioxidants like repair workers that come in at night while you sleep. They patch up damage, neutralize harmful molecules, and keep your brain youthful. When you eat walnuts, especially in the evening, these antioxidants go to work while your brain is in its most active repair mode during sleep. Here's something I love about walnuts. They not only protect the brain, they also protect your eyes. Seniors often suffer from macular degeneration, cataracts, and other vision problems. Walnuts contain lutein and zeaxanthin, two compounds that act like internal sunglasses. They filter harmful blue light, reduce eye strain, and protect your retina from oxidative damage. That means walnuts are giving you a double benefit, keeping your memory strong while preserving your vision. Let's imagine this in real life. You've had a long day and it's time to wind down. Instead of reaching for chips, cookies, or processed snacks, you grab a small handful of walnuts. You chew them slowly, and as you do, you know you're feeding your brain with one of the most healing foods on the planet. You go to bed, and while you're sleeping, those omega-3s are strengthening your neurons, the antioxidants are repairing damage, and the nutrients are improving blood flow to your brain and eyes. You wake up with more clarity, better focus, and sharper memory. That's not just a dream, that's the real power of walnuts. Now, many people ask me, Dr. Mandel, can I just take a fish oil capsule instead of eating walnuts? Well, fish oil does contain omega-3, but walnuts offer something unique. They provide not just omega-3 fatty acids, but also protein, fiber, vitamins, minerals, and phytonutrients, all working together in synergy. Food works in ways supplements cannot. Your body was designed to absorb nutrients from natural foods, not isolated pills. That's why walnuts are so special. Another key nutrient in walnuts is melatonin. Yes, the same compound your body produces to regulate sleep is naturally found in walnuts. This means eating a small handful of walnuts in the evening can actually improve your sleep quality. And we know that sleep is when your brain does its most important work, organizing memories, cleaning out toxins, and repairing itself. So walnuts are not only boosting your memory during the day, they're also improving the quality of your memory repair at night. For seniors, this is life-changing. Many older adults struggle with sleep problems, tossing and turning, waking up too often, or not feeling refreshed in the morning. Adding walnuts to your nightly routine can help calm your nervous system, promote deeper sleep, and give your brain exactly what it needs to recharge. Better sleep equals better memory, better focus, and a brighter mood. Now, I do want to mention portion size. Walnuts are nutrient dense, and while they're incredibly healthy, eating too many can give you more calories than your body needs. The sweet spot is about a small handful, 7 to 8 walnut halves before bed. That's all you need to get these remarkable benefits without overloading your system. Another beautiful thing about walnuts is how they reduce stress and anxiety. They contain compounds that regulate serotonin and dopamine, your brain's feel-good chemicals. This means walnuts don't just sharpen your memory, they also lift your mood, reduce depression, and make you feel calmer and more at peace. Seniors who eat walnuts regularly often report feeling less anxious, more balanced, and more mentally clear. So my friends, the message is simple. Walnuts are a gift from nature to your brain and your eyes. They reduce inflammation, improve blood flow, protect against memory loss, sharpen focus, and even promote restful sleep. Just a handful each night can make the difference between foggy mornings and clear, focused days. I encourage you to make walnuts part of your daily routine. Replace unhealthy snacks with a small handful of walnuts and let them do their work while you rest. With time and consistency, you'll notice your mind is sharper, your memory stronger, and your vision clearer. Remember, your body was designed to heal itself when you give it the right tools. Walnuts are one of those tools. Use them wisely, use them consistently, and they will reward you with a healthier brain, better memory, and a brighter future. Let's talk about one of the sweetest and most healing gifts from nature, raisins. These little dried grapes may look small, but don't let their size fool you. Inside each raisin is a powerhouse of nutrients that can work wonders for your vision, your memory, and your overall health, especially while you sleep. When we think of raisins, most people just see them as a snack to sprinkle on oatmeal or add to a dessert. But in reality, raisins are medicine for the body, especially for seniors. As we age, our eyes and brain begin to slow down. Vision may get blurry, night driving becomes harder, words are forgotten, and mental sharpness fades. Many times this is blamed on just getting older, but in truth, it's often because our body is lacking the very nutrients raisins provide. So raisins are loaded with antioxidants. These are powerful compounds that fight oxidative stress in the body. Think of oxidative stress as rust forming inside your cells. Over time, that rust damages tissues, including your delicate eye structures and brain neurons. Antioxidants are like rust removers. They neutralize harmful free radicals and keep your tissues youthful and strong. Raisins are especially rich in polyphenols, which directly protect the retina, the part of the eye that allows you to see details and colors. By eating raisins regularly, you're helping your eyes defend against cataracts, macular degeneration, and age-related vision loss. But raisins don't stop with antioxidants. They're also an incredible source of natural iron. Iron is essential for carrying oxygen in your blood. Without enough iron, your cells, including those in your brain and eyes, don't get the oxygen they need to function at their best. This leads to fatigue, poor focus, and blurry vision. When you eat raisins, that iron helps your body produce more healthy red blood cells, improving circulation and delivering more oxygen to your brain and eyes. That's why many people who eat raisins consistently notice they feel more energetic, more alert, and their vision feels sharper. Another amazing benefit of raisins is how they support memory and concentration. Raisins are rich in natural sugars like glucose and fructose, but here's the key. They're balanced with fiber, antioxidants, and minerals. This means the sugar in raisins provides a gentle, steady source of energy for your brain without the crash that comes from processed sweets. Your brain runs almost entirely on glucose, and raisins provide that in a slow, natural way. This fuels your neurons, keeps your focus sharp, and helps store memories more effectively. For seniors who often feel mentally sluggish or forgetful, this steady brain fuel can make a big difference. Now let's talk about sleep, because this is where raisins really shine. When you eat raisins in the evening, your body absorbs their natural nutrients while you rest. The antioxidants work overtime to repair damage in your eyes and brain. The iron boosts circulation, delivering oxygen where it's needed most. The natural sugars give your brain just enough fuel to carry out its nighttime repair processes. And the potassium and magnesium in raisins help relax your nervous system, calming you down and preparing you for deep restorative sleep. Think about this for a moment. You enjoy a small handful of raisins before bed, nothing heavy, just a few. You go to sleep, and during the night, your body goes into repair mode. The antioxidants are healing your retina, the iron is nourishing your brain cells, the magnesium is calming your nerves, and the natural sugars are fueling memory consolidation. You wake up the next morning and your eyes feel less strained, your mind feels clearer, and your body feels more refreshed. That's the beauty of letting nature work while you sleep. Another key point I want to mention is eye dryness. Many seniors complain about dry, itchy, or burning eyes, especially at night. Raisins are naturally hydrating because they contain potassium and trace amounts of boron, which help regulate fluid balance in the body. This supports tear production and keeps the eyes moist and comfortable. Regular raisin consumption can actually reduce nighttime dryness and improve overall eye comfort. Some people ask me, Dr. Mandel, aren't raisins just sugar? Won't they harm my health? And I always explain there's a world of difference between natural sugar packaged in fiber, antioxidants, and minerals, and refined sugar stripped of all nutrients. Raisins provide a gentle natural sweetness along with powerful nutrients that heal the body. As long as you eat them in moderation, about a small handful a day, they can actually help balance your blood sugar, reduce cravings for junk food, and support long-term health. Raisins also contain phytochemicals that improve communication between brain cells. This means they don't just give your brain fuel, they actually help neurons talk to each other more effectively. Over time, this can improve learning, memory recall, and problem-solving abilities. Imagine being able to remember names more easily, recall details more quickly, and feel mentally sharper just by adding a handful of raisins to your evening routine. That's the power of food as medicine. And let's not forget, raisins also support your heart. By lowering blood pressure and cholesterol, they improve circulation throughout your entire body. And we know that what's good for the heart is good for the brain and the eyes. Better circulation means more nutrients, more oxygen, and better function overall. I want you to picture this: 3 simple dry fruits: almonds, walnuts, and raisins. Each one powerful in its own right, but together they create a trifecta of healing. Almonds protect and strengthen your brain. Walnuts reduce inflammation and sharpen memory. And raisins repair vision and provide steady fuel for your neurons. Taken before bed, this combination gives your body the exact nutrients it needs to heal overnight. It's simple, it's natural, and it's effective. So my friends, never underestimate the power of a raisin. These little gems can protect your eyes from age-related decline, sharpen your memory, fuel your brain, and help you sleep deeper. Consistency is the key. Just a small handful each evening, and over time you'll notice your eyes feel brighter, your mind clearer, and your body more energized. Remember, your body is always ready to heal itself when you give it the right tools. Raisins are one of those tools. Use them wisely, use them consistently, and let them help you age gracefully with sharper vision and stronger memory. I want to share something that can absolutely change the way you think about healing, recovery, and protecting your health as you age. We've been talking about almonds, walnuts, and raisins, but I want to take you deeper into the principle that makes these foods so powerful, the timing of when you eat them. And that key time, my friends, is before bed. Most people don't realize that the human body is designed to heal, repair, and restore itself while we sleep. During the day, your body is busy running, moving, digesting, and dealing with stress. But at night, when you're lying still, your body finally gets the chance to do the deep repair work. This is when your brain organizes memories, when your eyes recover from strain, when your immune system strengthens, and when your cells renew themselves. That's why sleep is so much more than just rest. It's your body's built-in repair system. Now imagine if you could give your body the exact nutrients it needs right before this repair cycle begins. That's what happens when you eat almonds, walnuts, and raisins before bed. You're feeding your system with antioxidants, healthy fats, vitamins, minerals, and natural sugars at the very moment your body is ready to use them most effectively. It's like handing a construction crew the right tools just before they start rebuilding. Let's talk about the brain first. Every night while you sleep, your brain goes into something called memory consolidation. This is when short-term memories get transferred into long-term storage. It's like organizing a filing cabinet, sorting out what's important and locking it into place. But if your brain doesn't have the right fuel, this process suffers. That's why so many people wake up feeling groggy, forgetful, or mentally foggy. When you eat these dry fruits before bed, you're supplying your brain with vitamin E from almonds, omega-3 fatty acids from walnuts, and natural glucose from raisins, all the key nutrients needed to keep that filing system sharp and efficient. Now think about your eyes. Throughout the day, your eyes are constantly exposed to light, strain, and even damage from free radicals. By bedtime, they're tired, overworked, and in need of repair. That repair takes place while you sleep, but it requires antioxidants, iron, and healthy circulation. The polyphenols from raisins, the vitamin E from almonds, and the lutein from walnuts go to work protecting your retina, nourishing your lens, and reducing oxidative stress in your eyes. That's why so many people who consistently eat these foods before bed notice their eyes feel less strained and their vision more stable. There's another piece here that's often overlooked: sleep quality. So many seniors struggle with insomnia, restless nights, or waking up too often without deep sleep. Your body can't do its healing work. The magnesium in almonds helps relax your nervous system. The melatonin in walnuts supports your sleep cycle, and the potassium in raisins balances fluid levels and calms your muscles. Together, they create the perfect environment for deep, restful sleep. And remember, deeper sleep means deeper healing. I want you to imagine this. You're preparing for bed, and instead of grabbing cookies, chips, or something processed, you take a small handful of almonds, walnuts, and raisins. You chew them slowly, savor the flavors, and know that you're fueling your body for nighttime repair. As you sleep, your nervous system calms, your brain organizes memories, your eyes rejuvenate, and your cells restore themselves. You wake up in the morning not just rested, but truly repaired. That's the difference the right foods at the right time can make. Now, some people worry about eating before bed. They've heard it can cause weight gain or indigestion, and that can be true if you're eating heavy, processed, or sugary foods, but we're not talking about a big meal here. We're talking about a small handful of nutrient-rich dry fruits. 4 to 6 almonds, 7 or 8 walnut halves, and a small handful of raisins. That's all you need. It's light, easy to digest, and perfectly balanced to work with your body, not against it. The beauty of this approach is consistency. You don't have to do it once and expect miracles. Healing doesn't work that way, but when you consistently feed your body these nutrients at night, over weeks and months, you start to notice the difference. Your vision feels sharper, your memory stronger, your sleep deeper, and your mornings brighter. It's not about quick fixes, it's about long-term nourishment and repair. And let me remind you, my friends, that your body is always working for you. It wants to heal, it wants to restore, but it can only do that if you give it the tools it needs. Too many people go to bed on an empty stomach or with the wrong kinds of foods in their system, and they miss out on this incredible opportunity for healing. Just a few almonds, walnuts, and raisins can turn your nighttime rest into powerful medicine. Another thing I want to point out is how this habit helps protect against age-related diseases. Memory loss, dementia, cataracts, and macular degeneration don't just appear out of nowhere. They develop slowly over time from nutrient deficiencies, oxidative stress, and inflammation. By feeding your body these dry fruits consistently at night, you're lowering your risk of these problems before they even start. You're building a shield around your brain and your eyes that gets stronger with every good night's sleep. So my friends, don't underestimate the timing of your nutrition. Morning and afternoon foods are important, but what you give your body right before bed can make all the difference. Nature designed your body to repair itself at night, and when you give it almonds, walnuts, and raisins before you close your eyes, you're fueling that repair process with everything it needs to succeed. Stay consistent with this routine. Stay positive about the results, and remember, you are not helpless against aging. You are not destined to lose your memory or your eyesight just because you're getting older. With the right foods at the right time, you can protect, strengthen, and even restore your health naturally. I want to share with you one of the most important truths about your body. It is designed to heal itself. Yes, your body has an incredible ability to repair, restore, and rejuvenate, but only if you give it the right tools. Too often we look for quick fixes in the form of pills, supplements, or expensive treatments, when in reality, nature has already provided us with everything we need. And the 3 dry fruits we've been discussing, almonds, walnuts, and raisins, are a perfect example of how simple natural foods can provide those healing tools. Let's step back and look at the bigger picture. Every single day your body is under attack. Stress, pollution, poor diet, lack of sleep, and the natural process of aging all place a burden on your cells. Free radicals are constantly trying to damage your DNA, your brain cells, your eye tissues, and your immune system. Over time, this damage builds up, leading to memory loss, blurry vision, fatigue, and chronic illness. But here's the miracle: your body is equipped with systems that are designed to fight back. You just have to support those systems by feeding them what they need. When you eat almonds, you're giving your body vitamin E and magnesium, nutrients that protect your brain cells and calm your nervous system. When you eat walnuts, you're supplying omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants, nutrients that fight inflammation and improve blood flow. When you eat raisins, you're delivering iron, polyphenols, and natural energy that nourish your brain and repair your eyes. Each of these dry fruits works in its own way, but together they create a powerful synergy. That synergy is what makes natural healing possible. Here's the beauty of natural healing. It doesn't force your body, it supports your body. A pill may mask a symptom temporarily, but it doesn't address the underlying problem. For example, if you're struggling with memory loss, a medication might stimulate certain chemicals in your brain, but it doesn't repair the neurons that are damaged. On the other hand, when you feed your body almonds, walnuts, and raisins consistently, you're providing the nutrients that actually protect and rebuild those neurons. That's true healing. The same is true with vision. Glasses and treatments may help you see more clearly, but they don't stop the oxidative stress that damages your retina and lens. Antioxidants from raisins, vitamin E from almonds, and lutein from walnuts actually protect your eyes from that damage. That's not just covering up a problem, that's addressing it at the root. Another important part of natural healing is consistency. Too often people try something for a week or two and give up when they don't see instant results. But your body doesn't heal overnight. Just like a wound on your skin takes time to close, the wounds inside your brain and eyes also take time to repair. When you give your body the right nutrients every night before bed, little by little, your cells rebuild. Over weeks and months, those small improvements add up to big changes. That's how natural healing works. It's gradual, but it's lasting. Now, I know many people worry about aging. They fear losing their independence, their memory, or their eyesight. But let me reassure you, aging does not have to mean decline. Aging simply means your body needs more support. The older you get, the more important it becomes to feed your body nutrient-rich foods that fight inflammation, repair damage, and support your natural healing systems. Almonds, walnuts, and raisins are some of the simplest and most powerful foods you can use for this purpose. And here's something that's often overlooked. Healing happens best when you sleep. During the night, your body activates processes that remove toxins from the brain, repair DNA, and strengthen your immune system. By eating these dry fruits before bed, you're essentially giving your body the raw materials it needs to do its job. Think of it like this. You wouldn't send construction workers to repair a house without giving them bricks and tools. In the same way, you can't expect your body to heal without giving it the right nutrients. I want you to imagine this clearly. You close your eyes at night, and as you drift into sleep, your body begins its healing work. The vitamin E from almonds shields your neurons. The omega-3C from walnuts strengthen your brain connections. And the antioxidants from raisins repair your retina. Your blood carries oxygen more efficiently, your nervous system relaxes, and your cells restore themselves. You wake up in the morning not just rested, but truly renewed. That is the miracle of natural healing. Now let's talk about what happens when we ignore this principle. If you go to bed every night without giving your body the nutrients it needs, healing is limited. Over time, the damage builds up and you start to see the consequences: declining memory, weaker vision, lower energy, and increased risk of disease. That's why so many people feel older than they really are. But the good news is, it's never too late to start. No matter your age, your body is always ready to heal when you give it the right tools. My friends, I encourage you to take this seriously. Don't wait until problems become severe. Don't wait until your memory is fading or your vision is too blurry. Start now. Start tonight. Add a small handful of almonds, walnuts, and raisins to your evening routine and let your body do what it was designed to do: heal. The truth is simple. Nature has already provided the medicine. It's in the food